next story happened when I was in year 5 and we was doing a nativity play like we used to do all the time. Now, I grew up in a Catholic school, so it was always about Jesus and God and all like his stories and his history and everything. Now, every single year, like, our classes would all put on like a nativity play. Now, I used to love doing that. It was always like so much fun. Now, I played Mary not once, not twice, but 3 times. Now, this 3rd time I played Mary is obviously another one of my stories that I'd love to share with you guys. So here it is. I remember that there was me, my classmates, and there was another classroom available to take part in this nativity play. Now, I remember that there was about 4 main characters that we all had to like audition for. I remember like one character was called like Ricky. The second one I think was the angel Gabriel or something, and there were like 2 other people who had to like tell like the story and stuff like that. So I remember like we all like lined up in different groups just auditioning for one character. Now I remember like the teachers like saying to all of us, anybody like want to come and audition, if you want to audition for this character then please rise and just say one line. And so I auditioned for like Gabriel, and sadly I did not get it, even though that I was trying to like pretend to be Irish and just really like go for it. I seriously thought that I did great, but actually I didn't, so that was a little bit disappointing. The person who got it was a guy, I remember, he auditioned for it and he didn't do good at the, he didn't even like do good at the start, but he tried the 2nd time and he obviously got it. To me that was a little bit disappointing, and I thought to myself, oh, I'm not going to be on stage now, am I? I'm not going to have any lines to say. And as my teacher like went through like the names, she mentioned like the character Mary, and then she mentioned my name, and my reaction was like, what? Again? Because I thought to myself, you know what, I've played Mary like once or twice, like come on, give other people a chance. Now, my friend who was sitting next to me, she was very supportive. She was like, well done, you did it. And I'm thinking to myself, I did not audition for Mary. There was no auditions for Mary. So why in the world did I get chosen? I have absolutely like no idea. So that was quite a surprise. And I was like ecstatic. I was like really excited. But the person who was even more excited was my mum. Now, she was so excited that I got to play Mary that she went and told so many people. She told my sister, obviously, for a start. She told people at her work. She even told strangers. And most of all, she even told my doctor that I've known since before I was born. What the hell? So yes, that happened, and I had about 3 lines to say. I remember the first line. When I first come up, I walked through like the hall, which is where we did the show, and next to it was the stage, and it was quite high up, so it was extremely high. And as soon as I come up, there's Joseph, who was played by some guy I once remembered, and we was like walking very slowly while the choir was like singing Little Donkey. So I came up the stairs just feeling like really anxious, but I was excited because we was doing a show. And I remember the first line was like, oh Joseph, I'm so tired, I can't walk anymore, I need to rest. Obviously because like Mary is heavily pregnant with Jesus, so of course. And I remember the boy who was playing Joseph, he had to put his hand on my shoulder and be like, I know dear, and all that stuff. But yeah, I remember my second line was like, oh don't cry little baby, stuff like that. And again, he had to put his hand on my shoulder all the time. So yeah, that was really great. It turned out to be such a brilliant show. I loved it. But I knew at that point, you know what, I am done playing Mary. I mean, I've played her enough. Give other people a chance to play her. But yes, now the guy who played Joseph, this is going to be very embarrassing for me to talk about, but I'm going to do it anyway. I remember that I think I was sitting next to him actually, because we was like working together, and my teacher comes up and says like to everyone, I'm gonna be marrying the guy who plays Joseph. And I was so embarrassed. I had my hand on my face, my face turned so red that everyone noticed, and I was like, oh my god, no, and I was trying to like fan the redness away, and it was so embarrassing. But it turned out to be such a brilliant show. We all ended up singing Mary's Boy Child Jesus Christ. Now that is my mother's favourite Christmas song ever, so that really made her night, and she loved it. She wouldn't stop smiling, and it was just amazing. I loved doing it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.